The heart of Mrs. Daniels. The first time Mrs. Daniels stepped into her classroom, the walls seemed to hum with stories waiting to be told. Bright posters danced under the hum of the fluorescent lights. Sensory bins lined one corner, and a small reading nook with beanbags whispered, "This is home." She wasn't here just to teach letters and numbers, though she did that too. She was here for the quiet victories. For the student who finally tied his shoelaces after weeks of practicing. For the shy little girl who found her voice during morning circle. For the teenager who learned to manage his anger with deep breaths instead of storming out. Her days were full of small miracles that most people never saw. A high five after a tough spelling test. A whispered, "I did it," from a boy who once thought he couldn't. The gentle hand she'd place on a shoulder when words felt too heavy to say. Not every day was easy. Some days were filled with tears, hers and her students'. But even on the hardest days, she knew why she was there. Her classroom was more than four walls. It was a safe place where every child's differences were seen, not as limits, but as colors in a brighter picture. When the school year ended, parents hugged her and said things like, "You've changed his life." But Mrs. Daniels knew the truth. It wasn't just their lives that changed, it was hers too. Each child had taught her patience, creativity, and the purest kind of love. The kind that celebrates exactly who you are, without asking you to be anything else. Mrs. Daniels wasn't just a teacher. She was a cheerleader, a safe harbor, and sometimes, a mirror. And every August, when she decorated her room again, she felt the same quiet joy knowing she had the privilege to keep doing the work that mattered most.
Nigerians were the first Africans who taught me to believe in myself. Like every other African that I met always had like a certain level of like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm okay. I'm fine." Like, we even say in South Africa, we'd be like, nyang, which means like I'm almost like I'm begging. I'm begging my way through. I'm
getting by.
I try. And Nigerians, I remember like literally were the first ones who were like, "You're not trying, you're doing."
I'm Nigerian originally, and when I came to the U.S. when I was 6, I remember going to school here and realizing that in America, the coolest kids were not necessarily the smart kids. In Nigeria, when I was growing up, the coolest kids, the ones that, here might be the jocks or whatnot, they were the smartest because the teacher would read your report card in front of everybody and say your last name. So the cool kids were the top.
One thing I like about Nigerians, a Nigerian man, if he comes in here and speak, you won't doubt that this man has got confidence.
What's been the biggest lesson you've learned in that journey?
If you can survive in my country, you can survive anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? The country gives